Hello, horror fans. It's me, Cass,
Kylee.
and we are the Horrorcraft Podcast, and we're back. Hope you guys missed us, but we
We
had
missed
to
you
take
guys.
we missed you. We had to take a break. Sorry that it seemed like it came out of nowhere. Unfortunately,
Well, life just came out of nowhere, okay?
life did. Unfortunately, my son had to be hospitalized a couple times this past month. And so we had to take a break so I could focus on being a mom. And every
What
year,
happened to me? I don't remember any.
your back issues, my back issues, Brayden. It was perfect triangle. Yeah.
I do not recall. I don't
It
know.
started with your back issues, then it ended with Brayden's stuff, and now
But
we're
what
into
did I
mine.
do?
This is before you had your appointment when you found out about not having the spurt and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And then we entered into Braden. We stayed in that corner. And then we went
Well, I had
into.
to go get my CT scan last Friday.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Got lost trying to find the parking garage I parked my car. Then realized I was just here a year ago having a baby.
It's okay. Next year, though, we promise we're going to try. We're going to try to be better. We can't make any guarantees. For some reason, November and December just. It might also be because Z's birthday is at the beginning of December. Braden's is right before Christmas, and then we get hit with Christmas. And it's like
And
a
then
Bermuda.
I have a birthday, another birthday.
Yeah, Braden's birthday is coming up first week of January.
Raiden.
Mm-hmm. Our little gremlin.
He is a gremlin.
He's a cute gremlin.
He is.
So
he's got one more time to scratch my face, so
he's baby
dude,
gremlin.
I have a scab here, and I have his nails grow so quick, and like I don't know, this time around I just like have forgotten how to be a mom and how to do things.
You haven't forgotten how to be a mom.
No, but I have. Like, I don't remember being so scared of cutting baby's fingernails. And then, like, I'll cut them, but like, they're long again. Which, yes, guys, I know, like, they got to be cut. Yeah, but I don't know. I just forget things. I've been more scared of doing things this time around. Like, I was a new mom all over again. Like, I didn't have kids before. But they're so long, and he just grabs, especially because he's trying to pull himself up, and I'll be on the floor with him. Like he was doing it earlier. He would crawl, and he's creepy. I'm just gonna say it. I love my baby, but like this morning when I went to go get him out of his pack and play, because that's where he sleeps, like he was like looking into the corner of the pack and play on his belly, and he looked like Bro from Blair Witch Project in the basement, and then put his head up.
Nuh-uh.
And it was dark in the room. He's my spooky baby.
I feel like he's baby gremlin, and I've been calling Braden big gremlin because he's had to have so many things done where he can't eat after midnight. And so we keep saying, like, remember, you're a mogwai and you can't eat after midnight or else you'll turn into Stripe, the gremlin. And Braden's like, Mom, that's really freaky. coming from the kid who wants to ghost hunt in his school.
They let me. I ghost hunt.
They do. I went to his IEP meeting and we were talking about it, and they have his teacher. We were talking about it. She was like, "We haven't done it in a while, but yeah, we ghost hunted."
Bro, I just find that very alarming. I don't care.
And he's in an old school. Like his school is like
so it could really be haunted.
It really could. It really could. Like I'm gonna have to. It's a little creepy.
I need the information of the school, and we're gonna Google.
We're gonna investigate. Maybe Braden brought something home with him.
Maybe that's what's wrong with him. No, he's just about to be a teenager.
Yeah. He is. Braden's about to be. I almost said 19. 13 on the 19th. Please, let's not do that to my soul. Let's not. But
we are not ready.
We are not. And this is kind of really tying into what we are talking about, which we're ending. We had to cut, obviously, Dios dos los Muertos Month short because of the life things that were going on.
However, promise next year we will do it again, and it will be
full rollout, and we will be in a better place. But this year has been a lot. We've had a lot of accomplishments, a lot of high points, a lot of low points. We recently had our Spotify. If you saw everything move for a minute, I had a wire wrapped in this. So everything just went. But
sorry.
This sums up Kylie and I right now. So, but we're super excited because we did our Spotify wrap and we won 3 awards.
Yeah. 3. I still don't believe it.
We are a 2025 breakout podcast. We are a 2025 marathon podcast. And we are a rising star. So
also, we want to know if you are in the UK or France and Canada and you are listening to us, DM us. Like, I just think that is so wild. Like, I don't know anybody there. Like, Canada, yeah, like that, but like, it's just so crazy to me. And it honestly kind of freaks me out because I just don't ever think of like other people listening to us because I don't know. It's just me and you, my best friend, talking about horror.
We are a 2025 Rising Star, a 2025 Marathon show, and a 2025 Most Shared show. And our audience went up 999%. And our top countries are the United States, Turkey,
Turkey, yeah.
Turkey, the United Kingdom, France, and Canada. So yeah, if you're in Turkey, France, or the United Kingdom, please DM us and let us know because we would love to interact with you because that's insane to us. Like,
well, and just like, thank you guys so much. I mean, it's crazy.
It is because a lot of times Kylie hit it on the head of the nail, which this sounded crazy. I'm sorry. I don't know how to talk today.
Buckle up, people. Words are not
they're not happening today. But it really is just Kylie and I talking to each other. And so to think that our top countries are like very neat, like Turkey, the UK, France, that is very interesting. So we would definitely love to hear your thoughts, what you love about the show. Let us know if there's anything you'd like us to change. We're open to suggestions, but just drop us. We're 2 people.
If you're doing anything cool in horror, let us know. We'd love to have you come on.
Mm-hmm.
Time differences may be a little difficult, but we'll figure it out.
And I think it's appropriate before we even get started with this that Kylee and I kind of have a conversation and talk about where we're moving forward with things in 2026. We're keeping Horrorcraft. There is going to be a lot of different things behind the Patreon paywall. And it's not just going to be that you have to pay for Patreon. We're going to have a free tier. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to put a lot of things in the free tier probably. But there are just a lot of changes that are happening with content creation that we want to keep things fun. We want to keep it to where we can talk about things with you guys. But the internet's not letting us. And everyone wants to be a content creator nowadays, and it is causing kind of a disruption. And
there's a lot of drama right now within the content creation community. I've just seen it blow up in the past couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really annoying, and just some of these platforms that are allowing you to be monetized and what they will take your monetization away for, and what other people are doing, and the kind of people we are making internet famous, which is a huge fucking problem.
Yeah, so another big thing about that is this. I'm going to be real with you guys for a minute. We're going to forget the cameras here. We're just going to be real for a minute.
I'm scared.
This past month has probably been one of the most challenging in my life. And as a mom, it has been the most frustrating. Especially because I think sometimes as a special needs parent, you get to a certain platform that you think, okay, things are going to be okay. And to be swung back into the lowest level, it sucks. I think what I've learned though deeply, and Kylee and I have had conversations about this, is there are not, as much as we preach into the void about how much our lives are about being special needs parents, there are so many encounters that we have with people where people don't know things. And I was very blessed this time around to be able to help a mom who is also having GI issues with her child advocate for herself. But there are other parents that I have met while being at Ronald McDonald going through the same thing, that they feel alone. And I think even though we have a surge of people talking about special needs and stuff, we have a lot of people talking about it from a clinical standpoint, or a standpoint where I'm not judging anybody who's doing this, but the people that are like putting their kids' meltdowns, televised and stuff like that, that's fine. That's your thing. And I think that there are some really great creators that do that. However, I think there is a need for more down to earth, in the middle kind of people. And so Kylee and I have had a conversation, and next year we are bringing back Spooky Moms, but that's why Spooky Moms is not coming back this year. As much as we wanted it to, I think Kylee and I were trying to figure out a way to move forward with it. And I think the way is, and we've both agreed about this, talking more openly about our struggles as moms. I think there's a relatability with both of us where we're able to talk about certain subjects that a lot of people are not. And I think it's a very open and honest conversation that we're allowing ourselves to have with each other, that just so happens to be broadcast into people's living rooms and stuff like that. So and
I don't know. I think I can speak for myself. I don't know about you, but I have found a lot of times I've been put into a box in a certain category throughout my life. I am this, and I identify with this, I identify with that. And while I'm a special needs parent, I'm a huge horror fan, and I am a horror content creator, whatever you want to call me. There are more things about me, us, that I have knowledge in and that I can help people with. And I just think those things are important to be talked about. And I think we can help reach people and help make people not feel alone, and even expand on that. Me and Cass have talked about one day potentially starting, like a nonprofit.
Yeah. And I think it's important that we are still going to be talking about movies, scary movies, spooky movies as part of Spooky Moms. But I think the most Morticia and Lily Monster thing to do would be to be open and authentic about different things that were going in our lives. And that is why you will see Kylie's been a little bit more open about it the last year than I have.
Mm-hmm.
The last month, I've been more open about it because I think there were a lot of people that once we heard that we were taking a break because Braden was having issues, a lot of people were kind of like, how? And they didn't understand kind of what was going on because I really don't talk about it. And I realize it's okay on one side that Braden has privacy. I'm not talking about intimate details of things, but I think it's also okay for me to talk about this because there is a lot of shame still, especially with GI issues with kids who have autism. And I think if Braden and I have talked to Braden about it. Braden's at an age where I can have a conversation with him. And we're both on the same page that if we can help a family go through the same things that we're going through with grace, that kind of would make a lot of this feel better. And so that's just where we're moving to. So in 2026, Spooky Moms will be coming back, but we will be shifting from not just talking about certain movies, but life topics.
Yeah, I think definitely within this past year, I've become more open about talking about just my struggles with grief, my struggles with Zane, my struggles that of like just being an addict, more so just my past. I haven't always felt very open about talking about that, but then I just kind of remembered what got you clean, Kylie, was sharing your story and pain and how you got through things with others. And in recovery, we say we can only keep what we have by giving it away. And I would be doing a disservice not helping others. And that's just it. Well, multiple different types of things.
Yeah.
So
I feel the same way. And I feel like the way that I can honor the people that I love the most is by
same.
being the best person that I possibly can be and walking the walk that I am walking. And I think it is just time for both of us. And I think we've been very open about the fact that if we are talking about these issues, we don't know. And I do think eventually we'll get to the point where we'll start asking people who do know some of those questions on having more people with those resources. But we just want, there is not a particular niche for women like Kylie and I who are very much, we love our kids, we love being a mom, but that is not our whole identity. And
Exactly.
I think that there are not a lot of people who have those voices in our community. And if Kylie and I can be one of those voices, then that will make us feel fulfilled. So this is not about us doing what we think is commercially like on brand. This is just something that we both deeply felt and we have felt for a long time. That's the whole reason we started Spooky Moms. I mean, our first episode was Come Play, and it was about our own authentic experiences with being moms with kids on the spectrum. And so I think it's just we have tried to figure out how do we move forward with this, and that's what we're doing. And with Horrorcraft, we're going to get bigger and better. Like next year is just going to, like, you thought we did our big one this year, it's going to be even bigger. Like like Megan says, you think you hate us now? This isn't even our final form. So we're gonna keep glowing and growing. So, and that really moves us on to The Crow. We're gonna talk about it. I'm going to disclaim before we even start talking about this, if you want us to dissect this movie, that'll be another episode. We'll probably come back to The Crow at some point and do a more technical aspect. But this is purely emotional because this movie is built on emotion behind it. This movie was completed because of the tragic death of Brandon Lee, and it was a love letter from everyone to him. And it has since then become a love letter to a lot of people about grief and love and the way that we move on when the people that have left us with a hole in our hearts. And so I think there's no better way of honoring that by having this discussion that we've just had. But buckle up. This is going to be an emotional episode. We're going to talk about some very deep and heavy subjects. And so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with the episode because it can't rain all the time. So let's go ahead and cue the music. We are back.
We are back.
It did like a weird thing for a minute, where it switched back to the scene. Sorry, we're not our technical producer, Justin. Justin, we love you. Shout out to him. So, but we are talking about The Crow. We are talking about the Brandon Lee version. If you have never seen it, I don't judge people for not seeing movies, but this is one where
I think you do.
You think I judge people for not seeing movies?
Maybe not me, but
certain movies like The Crow is hard to avoid.
That's one that is not acceptable. Like, there's definitely a lot of movies I have not seen. Like, I felt like a poser last night. We were recording with Rick talking about Frankenstein. Have you seen the old movies? No, I haven't.
It was so funny.
Take my horror card.
It was so funny. Go watch the episode because we do talk a lot. But it was so funny because Rick asks Kylee that and not me. And I'm like, Rick, I'm the one that's seen all the adaptations of Frankenstein.
I don't know why he assumed that I was on your level.
I don't know. Like, you never claimed to be that person. Like, anybody who knows me knows that, like, that lives rent free in my head. Like,
not Frankenstein, Dracula. Let's get it.
I mean, Frankenstein though too, because like a lot of gothic literature does. Like,
here we go.
Yeah, I don't know. And you asked me yesterday. We never got answered. You asked me yesterday who I would like to see as the new Phantom, and I have no idea.
We'll think about it. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to like I think I'm gonna have to make a separate video because like I just can't. It's hard for me to even think like who it would be.
You need like a draft pick, isn't that like multiple people?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do a Phantom of the Opera draft pick. Kylee has just inspired my next TikTok video, so I might drop that on Horrorcraft. So if you see this on our Horrorcraft channel, just know that this didn't come from anywhere. This came from this episode.
Yeah, you still got to teach me how to do TikTok things. I don't like TikTok.
TikTok takes a minute and it's fun. I just posted today a video about the home team, because me and Sarah, our friend, went to go see the home team. She kidnapped me the day before Thanksgiving, and we went on an adventure, and we got to go see the home team. So there's some live footage of me. She took it of me rocking out to. I was probably really embarrassing. Sorry, Sarah.
We are going to, well, hopefully, I told Dakota I want these for Christmas, but we're hopefully going to go see Motley Crue in August.
Well, now Evanescence and Spirit Box are coming together at Blossom.
I mean, that's cool, but like
Motley Crue. Yeah.
I just want to see Tommy Lee.
I mean,
I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I'm a married woman, okay? But if I wasn't,
are we talking like Pam Anderson, Tommy Lee?
Yeah, bro, he's still hot.
I mean, valid.
I mean, Nikki is too. Not so much Vince, bless his heart. I mean, like, I cut him slack. Like, he definitely has been through some shit. He just had like a stroke recently, and then they announced we're going on tour. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going, but Mick will not be with them because there is drama with that. But Mick, you're a rock god, but I'm not too worried about it.
You're like, that's not why I'm going.
Well, I love Nikki. He is a huge, like, he's in recovery. He's a huge advocate and voice for people in recovery. I've read parts of his book, and I just identify with that shit, man.
I feel it. And actually that kind of goes into us talking about The Crow, because holy shit, man. I have never been that person that's been attracted to like the musician type. But rewatching, I mean, it's certain ones, but like I realize now Brandon Lee is the source of a lot of problems in my life. Like,
well, so is Dracula.
So is Dracula, but like Brandon Lee, yeah. Fun fact.
He was too good for this world.
He was, and I also just think too, it's the emotional vulnerability with a lot of things, and the fact that like this movie so openly talks about how much they loved each other, and they really make you buy into their love story. But yeah, fun fact, I don't even know why I'm talking about this on the internet, but when I turned 21, I went out for Halloween that year to do like the downtown Halloween bar crawl, like on Halloween. And I was in a Alice in Wonderland.
Quick question. What exactly is a bar crawl? I've heard of it and I think it sounds really whack, but I don't drink, but it just sounds really whack.
You just go bar to bar.
Again, it sounds really fucking lame and trashy. Do you really like crawl on the bar floor? Okay, no. Then that just doesn't sound like a great time to me.
You just go bar to bar. And it like in the area that I grew up in, we have it like a downtown in downtown Sandusky, and they'll do like Halloween night, and it's like you go bar to bar, and each bar has like a different thing. It was my first and ever Halloween that I ever did that. I kind of learned my lesson.
I never did that stuff because I was kind of honestly deep in addiction, and I really regret that I didn't let myself have like certain normal like young adult experiences, because I just took it straight to the max and just started doing heroin. But that's something I deeply regret, just being like young and teen, or early 20s, like going to a bar on Halloween night dressed up and looking slutty. And
yeah, people don't think less of me when I start telling this story, because remember, I was 21. And my
We
front
can't
lobe.
be held accountable.
Yeah, I can't. So I was slutty Alice in Wonderland. I had the off the shoulder Alice in Wonderland dress with the big poofy cupcake underneath, wearing like platform heels. And I came out of a bar, and there was an Eric Draven right there. And obviously,
oh, this is that story.
and obviously, I had my tattoo showing, so I had it can't rain all the time. I go past this person, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you have the," and I turn around and it's the Eric Draven telling me it. And I'm like, "Oh, he's hot." So then we proceed to go to a pizzeria and get a slice of pizza. And we're at the pizza place. I'm still in my costume. And I had, I had a couple drinks. So I'm a little a little tipsy. And I'm walking back, and these guys were there, and they were kind of like hooting and hollering and like, "Oh, hey, baby, you could come sit on my lap," type thing. And one of them reached up underneath my skirt and tried to grab my ass at the pizza place. And
I mean, I'm not saying you deserve that, because absolutely not, but you do have a nice ass.
I mean, I do, and I hadn't even. This is before kids, so I had, before Braden, so I had perkier, tits, and I had my ass was a little bit higher up. So, but as this person is doing this, the Eric Draven walks in, and he was like, "You need to take your hand off that woman," because obviously, like, I'm like, this guy has his hand up my. So we sit down, we have pizza with them. Tell me why. Again, front lobe is not developed.
No, and okay, they said that your brain's not fully developed till 25, and now they're saying 32. So
yeah. So I walked home with my friend to this guy's home that was dressed as Eric Draven. And he could have honestly have gotten it that night, but then he took the makeup off and he was not as attractive. But I slept on his floor with my friend, and I woke up that morning with like post Halloween regret, like, you're not as hot without the makeup.
I thought you didn't sleep with him?
I did not. I didn't. Surprising for me, but my friend was there. He also liked my friend more than me. And my friend was kind of lame.
Well, I will say that was very kind and like gentleman of him, though. You know what I mean?
To take advantage, but like we lived right around the
and
corner.
to tell these dudes to like get your hands off her. You know what I mean?
He was a nice guy, but yeah, he also like afterwards was kind of like, "I like your friend," and she was not interested. But I did do the walk of shame in my costume past like 4 different churches walking home. So
you harlot.
I was without shoes. Have my shoes in the hand. Yeah, guys. I'll find a picture one day of me in the costume, and we will submit it for evidence. But yeah, but it is also not the first time that I have been sexually attracted to somebody who looked like who dressed like the Crow.
I like masks and makeup, but painted on the face. I think our generation, a baby grew up with Slipknot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I feel like for our generation, the Crow was kind of a vibe test. Like if you knew who the Crow was, or you knew who Eric Draven was, you pass the because remember this was the time when like Hot Topic had like the gate looking design and it looked like the gates of hell.
Yeah. What a
And
time to be alive.
yeah, and like I
Now Hot
lived in
Topics very it's not
Disney-fied.
yeah, it's not what it used to be, which is fine. But no, it's not.
I'm okay with it because they have Monster High stuff for adults, so I'll
Yeah,
co-sign
I
in on
guess.
that. But and they also got plus sizes now, so thank you. And actually, Torrid was owned by the same Hot Topic and Torrid were owned by the same company for a while.
There is a mom I follow on Facebook. She's amazing and her son's amazing. He reminds me a lot of Zane, and he's got he has autism and OCD, and he will only wear the same shirt and shorts, the same color. Yeah. And a lot of people like, where do you buy all these same shirts at? And she said Hot Topic. And you know what? That's great. That's great.
Yeah, Hot Topic is actually kind of doing the Lord's work right now because for parents like us that their kids are getting like sized out of things, they still carry like a lot of the younger, like they have adult Bluey stuff. They
Yeah.
have like a lot of the niche cartoons, different things. Brayden gets a lot of like Sanrio stuff from there. So they were there for me when I was younger because that's when Hot Topic had Torrid. And like that's where I could go to get clothes that didn't make me look like a 50-year-old businesswoman. Like actually made me look like an attractive 16-year-old and
Right.
not a hippie. I did kind of look like a gypsy in high school, because of the skirts and the off the shoulder.
I did see, I've seen pictures, and you looked like, um, you looked like a mom, or
I looked
like
older than I do
a
now.
teacher. Yeah, or like a teacher.
Yeah, I did.
How
I
dare your parents?
I looked like a 50-year-old businesswoman. Like I looked like I needed a briefcase and needed to sit it down and be like, I will give you $5 million for your company type person. So, but yeah, I don't know. And you know what? It Can't Rain All the Time was my first tattoo. So I told my grandmother that I was getting a small tattoo and that I had a small tattoo. To me, it's small, but for reference, it's about this big on my back. I'm super excited. I feel like a badass. It's my first tattoo. Like, my grandmother was not a fan. My grandmother still
Girl,
talks
your
about it.
grandmother is still giving you shit about that.
She really is. And she's gonna hate it because I'm pretty sure I'm getting another crow tattoo right here. But
Yeah, man, I love you, woman, but I must be manly. I'm not a man.
I mean, it's just a generation.
It is, because that's definitely something like a perspective my mom had. And
Mm.
then as she got older, like in the past couple years last that we had her, she's like, I want to get a tattoo. And I'm like, well, that's bullshit. Actually, because of all the shit I've gotten about my tattoos. Dude, my dad used to give me shit about my tattoos, and he had tattoos. But he also like didn't like me cussing or saying the F word, even though like my dad cussed like a sailor. And that is why I cuss like a sailor. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. But he was just like, he didn't like it. But I think it's almost kind of like a like that's your baby saying fuck.
I mean, Brayden says it all the time, so I can't say anything.
Right.
I'm a
But
bad
this
parent.
actually, the first time I ever saw the crow was at my dad's house.
See, the first time, so this is incredibly hard for me. And I knew that this episode, out of all of them, were going to be hard. And I think that's why we kind of started it lighthearted, talking about different things. But I first watched this with my uncle, and we actually were going to my cousin Mark's wedding, and we were in Toledo. We were all like sharing a family, like we had like a big suite type thing, and it was me and my grandmother in a room, and my uncle was in a room, and my uncle and I stayed up late the one night and watched The Crow together. And I was like 12, and I had a songwriter journal, and he was like teaching me how to write songs, like song lyrics. And he had his guitar with him, so it was very special. And then I remember showing people the Crow movie and then being like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This movie's weird.
It's really not.
It's really not. And shout out to my aunt, because after this, I love this movie so much. I showed Kylee a picture of it, but my aunt ordered the Crow movies from the Walmart catalog. There was like a Walmart
catalog.
I think it was like a Walmart like online site type. I don't know, but she found the movies and she shipped them to my house, and she got me all of them. Crow 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I have a picture of me holding them up, so proud of the DVDs for Christmas. And I still have at least the first Crow one that she got me. I have 5 copies of The Crow. Wow. So I have the VHS. I have the Blu-ray. I have multiple DVD copies.
Dude, I'm sorry, this is kind of sidetrack. I got beef with Blu-ray, okay? Like, how long ago did Blu-ray come out, and like Blu-ray DVD players?
It's been a while.
Why the fuck are they so expensive still?
Because life is expensive.
I don't give a shit. I do not care. Like, all right, I'm gonna Google it. Just bear with me. How long has Blu-ray and Blu-ray players been around? Since the early 2000s. Since the early 2000s. You mean to tell me, I'm not finished. You mean to tell me a Blu-ray DVD player is still like $80, which I found them, cheap on like eBay. I'm gonna, pull the plug and get one eventually, but I don't know. It goes along with like just our technology with cars. Like, why don't we have flying cars?
We stopped at Blu-rays, that's why.
I will shut up now.
You could probably get one like cheap at like a pawn, like a exchange type place.
I mean, maybe I probably could, yeah, but like that requires me leaving the house, Cassandra, and I don't really like doing that. I promise I'm not some weird, I mean, maybe I'm a tad agoraphobic, but I don't like leaving my house. Like my friend Nikki, I love her. She loves to shop. She finds great deals on stuff. She goes thrifting a lot. She buys a lot of stuff off like Marketplace, things like that.
And she looks great doing it, by the way.
She does. Flawless. Love you, Nikki. The level of socialization that requires of me.
You're not doing it.
Well, and maybe another thing is, like, I've lived where I live for 7 years, and I still don't know my way around. I swear to God, I still don't know where things are at and have to GPS, like, or just like knowing quick ways, you know, because everybody knows like quick ways of getting certain places in their town, right? Not me.
It's okay. I've lived where I've lived for a while, and I'm still finding places that I don't know. Like,
bro, when we were in Springfield for Thanksgiving, because that's where like me and Dakota are originally from, I don't even remember my way around that motherfucker no more either. I had to Google how to get out of Urbana to get to Springfield.
It's okay. It's okay.
But we're just girls. Because I've been to Urbana more since I moved out of Springfield, more than like actually have been to Urbana when I lived in Springfield up until the age of like 26, 27.
It's okay.
It's like when my sister-in-law lives there, but
we're just ghouls. We're just ghouls.
I can be a ghoul and cool and safe and happy in my holler and in my house.
That's a good way of putting things.
Maybe I'm like a hobbit.
Possibly. You know what? I dig hobbit life.
I am like what's his name? Branch from Trolls.
Yep. I would probably be like
your Pepper.
You mean
wait, is that her name?
You're talking about Poppy?
Poppy, yes, Poppy. I should know that because I've seen that movie a million times because Zayden used to love it.
Oh,
yeah. You're like, come on, let's go do stuff. Let's go, Kylee. And I'm Branch like, no, I am not. It is not safe.
Yeah, I've gone some places like this weekend. I was all up in the Cleveland area for Braden's Christmas party. Went to Seven Brew beforehand.
I would probably die going to Cleveland, would I?
It depends on the area. It's not that bad. It just depends. If you go like where Sarah and I went, you might die.
Is it anything like Columbus?
It's more like us going to Scarefest. Like where everything was all together and then you like left that area and then there wasn't a bunch of stuff.
I've been to Cleveland once. I went to that hotel mall movie theater thing they have.
The arcade.
Yeah, it's not an arcade, it's a hotel, bro.
No,
it's got like it's got like 4 levels. I don't know. I was
selling called the arcade
cleaners, and I like sold so many Kirby vacuum cleaners that I want a trip there.
It's called the arcade. It's not like an actual arcade. They call it the arcade.
Why?
It's
a hotel, a mall, a movie theater. It's got food. It's got shop like. Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna look this up. The Arcade Cleveland. It opened in May of 1890 as the first indoor shopping center in America and became downtown Cleveland's most popular landmark and was nicknamed Cleveland's Crystal Palace. It was built in 1890 at the cost of $875,000. And
that's
they did
insane.
a $60 million renovation in 2001.
Well then.
But yeah, I've only been in it a couple times. They call it the arcade because the name comes from architecture referring to covered passageways with arches, which involved to describe rows of shops and eventually amusement venues with coin-operated games that were arranged in similar aisles.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. But I've only been to it a couple times. For me growing up, like there were more places that we went to routinely. Like I've been outside the Christmas Story House, but I've never been in the Christmas Story House.
Why?
Just never gone. I want to go now that Braden's older, but I don't know. But Cleveland, you would have fun in Cleveland. Cleveland's a fun place. So
only thing that like even sounds appealing about Cleveland is maybe like seeing Tiki.
I feel like if you went out with Tiki, me, Brewster, and Rick, you would have a good time. Cleveland also has a place called Sweeties that's like the Sam's Club version of Candyland. That's pretty cool. So we go there a couple times a year. Braden likes going there because that's what he calls his grandma. But there's some cool places to go in Cleveland. So Sarah and I went to that place that had turkey tacos, and she got almost annihilated by that Impossible Meat taco, unfortunately for her.
It's so rude.
It is, but like we were trying to find a place to eat and there really wasn't anything that was open near the House of Blues. So there's an alleyway by the House of Blues that has all these like bars and stuff that's supposed to be like a very popular. And there was just a random like Western bar and then a whole bunch of Christmas inflatables that's supposed to be like a Christmas pop-up bar. It's kind of like walking into Wonderland. You didn't know what you were getting. So
that's interesting.
But all right, and we're back. So we are going to have a really brief commercial, and we are going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, one of Kylie's too, which is coffee. Kylee is not a coffee person generally. She does like some coffee. I mean,
I used to be a real big coffee person, but not so much since I've had Raiden.
Just sometimes Alani's, you can't have Alani all the time. So we're going to talk about Bones Coffee. So Kylie and I both have some of their pre-made drinks from Walmart. But if you like the taste of this and you want to try more flavors, right now, currently, they're running specials for the holidays. We also have a discount code, Horrorcraft, which will get you 10% off. We'll have it in the description down below. Also with the link where you can go directly. But right now they have some really festive flavors as well. But my favorite and always favorite of Bones Coffee is Holy Cannoli. But they do have some festive flavors. They have like a peppermint mocha. Really great.
Good.
If you're looking for some gifts, this is a great gift as well. They also have some gift sets. They do have a gift set floating around in Target. That's like the mini version of their brewed coffee. But I would definitely try them. You can get them in stores, but getting them directly from Bones, you can get some really great deals. They throw in some freebies. I mean, it's just incredible. So I will be doing a taste test of this cookies and cream.
I have that. That's what I'm going to try next. I have the sea salt and caramel mocha. This is absolutely delicious.
Yeah, this one, Kylie can tell you she's actually seen me with this before we were even affiliated. I have gotten this before when we have gone to Johnny and Friends.
Yep.
And Johnny and French tries, but their coffee in the morning is not necessarily the greatest. No shade on them. But if you're looking for a kick in the morning, this is incredible. And I mean, it's Godfather themed. Like we all know, I have a problem with Sicilian men, so the coffee can go with it. But
Yeah.
my favorite brewed one is Army of Dark Chocolate, and I actually got it with Kylee when we were at Jungle Gyms. So please go give them a try. Again, we're affiliates of Bones Coffee. We love them before being affiliate. We definitely love them now.
Yes.
And we would love to hear if you do try them, you do use our code, what you got, what you liked, what you didn't like. Give us some feedback, and we're going to definitely be doing some taste tests on this channel and on our own channel as we get some more flavors. They have some Valentine's Day ones that normally come out, and I'm probably going to be getting a sampler pack of that and trying that. Maybe with Brayden, because Brayden likes coffee and he has tried these. So, but again, if you're looking for a great creative gift for this time of year, for the coffee loving, horror loving fan in your life, Bones Coffee is perfect. So use Horrorcraft, get 10% off, and let us know what you like from it. So,
yes.
Swerving back into The Crow, we're now an hour into this. We've kind of talked around this, but The Crow is about a man named Eric Draven who, unfortunately, on Devil's Night, ends up getting killed along with his soon-to-be wife, Shelley. And a year later, his spirit is allowed to come back. He's allowed to come back to get vengeance on the people who did him wrong, which is the crime syndicate in his town that is run by the mysterious Top Dollar. And so we get a crew of people, all while he's trying to hold on to his humanity. We have Sarah, who was a little girl that they kind of adopted in their building, took care of, and she kind of tethers Eric's humanity back along with the cop that found both Eric and Shelley, and ultimately gives Eric the weapon to destroy Top Dollar, which the weapon is pain. Mm-hmm. So, but if you want us to do a deeper dive on this movie, as we've talked about, we're going to come back. But this is just talking about what this movie means. And this movie is a very deep reflection of grief and the grief that we feel for the people we lost. Some of my favorite movies, quotes of all time are from this movie. Obviously, I have It Can't Rain All the Time on my back. Another favorite of mine is Maybe We Feel Empty Because We Leave Pieces of us in Everything We Used to Love. Mother is the name for God on the lips and hearts of all children. Do you understand? Morphine is bad for you. Your daughter is out there on the streets waiting for you. People once believed that when someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead, but sometimes something so bad happens that a terrible sadness is carried with it, and the soul can't rest. Then sometimes, just sometimes, the crow can bring that soul back to put the wrong things right. And my favorite, if the people we love are stolen from us, the way we love, the way to have them live on is to never stop loving them. Buildings burn, people die, but real love is forever. If you just saw my lights, that's because I hit my thing once again. I need to stop being so animated. That particular quote always hits hard for me because I used that in my grandmother's eulogy. I also used the crow metaphor and It Can't Rain All the Time when my grandfather died before her. So this is something that I've always used as a tool to kind of help me through some really dark things in my life. But really going back and watching this film, it is such a deep allegory for grief because
Yeah.
there are multiple characters in this movie that are grieving multiple things.
Yeah, like I hadn't seen this since I was a kid. And watching it as an adult and the really not saying everybody's grief's not profound, but I think my premature profound grief of losing my parents, it just the ending, that quote tore me out the frame.
I think it tears everyone out because it just rings so true. I think it's harder for me too because now not only have I lost both of my grandparents, but my uncle and his fiance died. My uncle died first. My fiance was um after that, and it's not my story to share about what happened to my uncle's fiance, but I will tell you it's very profound, and she went through a lot of things that just made me see her in such a different life, things that I found out this year. And watching this movie, they're very much like Eric and Shelley. They were the creative couple. They loved each other just so much. And I think it also hurts because we all have people that we have loved that profoundly that we wish we could go back and avenge them, avenge what was taken from us. And Eric learned such a deep lesson in this where he does kind of almost lose his humanity in doing this. And it's Sarah that brings him back. And ultimately, the pain that was given to him, the pain that Shelley went through, is what ends up killing Top Dollar. And it is kind of like, what do you do when you get swallowed up in grief? When you think that your vengeance is just and you get to that pinnacle, because he tries pushing away Sarah and he tries rejecting his humanity because it's easier for him to not remember, but it's remembering that ends up saving him. And it is hard because this movie, a lot of people say this movie is cursed, and there is a really great episode on cursed films on Shudder about this. But this is not a cursed film. This is just, unfortunately, a horrible tragedy that happened. It was a mistake that was made. Um, the scene where Eric goes through the window the first time is the scene that actually Eric Brandon Lee was killed, and the actor, he ended up not working for years after that because he was so absolutely profoundly changed by that experience. And how could you not? Like, that experience would...
Well, I think multiple actors from that movie have struggled with various different things, and it's like, how excuse me, how could they not? I mean,
yeah, like Ernie Hudson has said a lot about Brandon Lee, that is who plays Sergeant Albrecht, who is kind of in Eric's corner. David Patrick Kelly was T-Bird. Michael Massey, he is the one, Michael Massey, who shot him, and he did not work for years after that happened. Like he was profoundly changed after that.
I think it would be hard not to. It was an accident, but I mean, just still, I mean,
it's hard. And you know, a lot of people don't know this, but Michael Berryman was actually supposed to be in the film. He's in the Cursed Films, his segment. We met Michael Berryman at Scarefest. I met him before at Cinema Wasteland, and he is just a wonderful person. But he's talked about how profoundly like that changed him. He talked about being at the funeral of Brandon Lee, and his character is actually what was supposed to. The newer one, the reason I like the newer one is his character was supposed to be in that movie. He was supposed to be like the death cowboy. And that's the character that's in the newer movie. And I think those movies are so vastly different that it's okay that both of them exist in the same plane.
I still haven't seen it yet because someone just kind of like ruined watching it for me.
Yeah, it's okay. That person can go to hell.
I don't like being told you gotta watch this, you gotta watch this, you gotta watch this.
I think it would be
watch it.
I think it would be a good movie for you and Dakota to watch. The love story is very you and Dakota coded. So, I mean that in like the best way possible, not like, you know, the theming behind it, but I'm not being an asshole. I just want to like reference that right away, but like just the way that like they are connected immediately, and like the way he'll do anything for her, she'll do anything for him type, that makes me think of you and Dakota.
We are very much like that.
So
we are very devoted to each other.
Even though you want to kill him half the time.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Understood.
Because if he's not driving me nuts, who is he driving nuts? You know what I mean? But I've never had issues like that with Dakota before.
He
kind of worships the ground I walk upon.
As he should. Like, he should.
He's like a Dracula, actually. I just realized that.
Yeah. I could see that.
He would live inside my skin if I would let him. He'll message me at work like, I miss you. I wish I could just put you in my pocket and take you everywhere with me. Like,
aww.
I don't want to be everywhere with you. I love you, but I don't want to be in your pocket.
Yeah, no. But this love that they have in this movie, it's very much coded like that. And I think the thing that I loved about it growing up and even now is just how genuine it is. It is messy. It doesn't like shy away from their faults and things that they had going on. But it is just
I don't think that there is a lot of love like that anymore in relationships.
There's not.
And I think it is really, it's social media.
It is social media is kind of the death of things. Listen, if you are not, my new standard is, if you are not Dracula from Dracula Love Tale running to his wife that's dying and then throwing themselves off a building because they can't be with them anymore, I don't want it. That is my new standard. And listen, I know Luc Besson, who did the movie, is a horrible person. Like, there's some pervy, skeevy things that he's done in the past. Nothing that he's been like convicted of, but still, we're just forgetting that he's part of the movie. I don't even like Caleb Jones looks like a nice guy outside of this, but when he's Dracula and he's got blood pouring down him, I'm attracted to him. Without Dracula, I am not attracted to him, and that's a lot of people, I would say. So,
well, Cass, you're not going to find very many men with blood pouring from their face.
I'll just stick to my books then. It's fine. I already have a kid. I can live my life and listen, Belle was fine when she was living with her head in the books all the time, okay? She was good until she found her beast. So,
you know what? That's valid.
I'm just going to stay in the books. I'm saying this as I have a whole ass relationship with a man, but yeah, I'm going to keep my head in the books. So, not saying that Jim is not a great father, great person, but I'm going to keep my head in the books. So,
he's just not Dracula.
He's just it's okay. He has many other great qualities. He's just not Dracula. So, it's all right. That's a high standard. So, it is. So, hence the reason I never dated in high school was Eric Draven and Dracula. Yeah. So,
well, I wish I would have done that. I dated everybody.
I had a high school boyfriend who was more like my friend, who was older. So, I have a problem. I don't date people my own age. I've only ever dated one person that was like close to my age.
I'm a year older than Dakota. I've never dated people younger. I've always dated people older, but it's not even like really like that.
Yeah.
Even though it is kind of weird, like I was a year old when you were born.
Or you could be like Gemini and you could be like 6 years apart. And
bro, me and Zane's biological dad are like 10, 9. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. He's gonna be 43, 44 Friday.
Well, happy birthday, Dustin.
Happy birthday, Dustin.
Happy birthday.
He doesn't look like it though. Even like in the past 10 years I've known him, like he doesn't really look.
He looks like a teenager.
He acts like one too.
Shots fired, Dustin. Sorry.
I mean, he knows it. I'm not talking crap. Dustin's all right. You know, we made a very cute. Sorry, guys.
You mean
a very cute kid, but as a couple, we are not compatible. We are not.
No. I feel that, but yeah, this movie is just very profound. I don't know. There's just so much to be said about it, and I think this is the perfect Dios dos los Muertos movie.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
The imagery too, like. Yeah. I'm telling you, that moment that he puts on the makeup and the burn by the Cure plays, and like the crow comes out and he like jumps out the window. I'm like, yes! Like, it's like my Mortal Kombat moment. Like, you hear Mortal Kombat! Dun, dun, dun. It's like the moment, the profound. And like the imagery, like when he lights the fire and it's the crow, just a lot of the different deaths in this movie.
I feel that way about the movie Hook, when Robin Williams' character remembers how to fly. Like, there's just something that since I was a kid that just like I still get goosebumps to this day when I watch it. Like, there's just something. I mean, granted, those are two different movies, but Same feeling.
See, for me, when I watch this, the scene of him being on the roof playing the guitar and then smashing it into pieces reminded me of my uncle.
It's very 90s music aesthetic.
It is. It is very.
Oh no. I'm out of my bones. Oh no.
Walmart delivery stat.
I got more. I just don't got them on my person.
Valid. But yeah, I don't know. And see, there's just so much like the way their apartment was decorated and just like very aesthetic. Like my uncle, when he was growing up, like when he was in high school, I was like 5 or 6. And when he was graduating high school, and I remember going down in the basement and being the annoying little niece that he loved. And he had like a life-size Gumby. Like it wasn't even a cutout. It was like this big like vinyl Gumby statue. He had a big Ren and Stimpy too, like a life-sized one, and it always creeped me out. It was down in the basement with my grandparents. They had this bobcat, that like the stuffed bobcat that they had gotten, and it was just like in the basement of their house by the lake. Which, by the way, speaking of lake, I love how Lake Erie just takes shots from this movie where the leader of the gang, they're ransacking the place a year later, and he's talking about how Lake Erie caught on fire because there was too much shit in the water.
Well, is there shit, Cass? No.
I guess it just depends on what part of Lake Erie you're in.
Oh, well then.
I mean, there are parts of Lake Erie that I would definitely say you come out a creature from the Black Lagoon.
So there's ghetto parts of Lake Erie. That's crazy, bro.
There is.
That's crazy.
I will say I live like on the downtown, like bougier part of Lake Erie. Growing up. So like we had like the downtown beautiful water. Like there's a Christmas market right on the water right now.
Making my way downtown, walking fast. Julian gets really excited when he hears that song.
Every time
the whole family breaks out into song.
Every time I hear that, I think of White Chicks.
White Chicks, yeah.
Terry Crews, he's a gem. He's a gem of a human being. So Michael Berryman is too. Michael Berryman, we love you. You're incredible. You're like our horror. You're like our horror grandpa at this point.
Yes.
So I'm sorry to say that you've adopted 2 random moms in Ohio, but you're just in our hearts.
I don't have a grandpa. I never had one. Well, I mean, I did, but you know.
I have a grandpa. He's pretty cool. John's like Clint Eastwood. He's like Ohio Clint Eastwood. If that's a thing. So him and Wilma have their own moments. I feel like I need to make a compilation of just different things that they say that are like Wilma and John isms. Like Jim constantly is getting shots from John. Like my grandfather, he'll be like, Jim, why did you do that? Like if my grandmother yells at him, he'll be like, Jim, why did you do that? Or Jim, it's your fault. My grandfather.
It sounds like Dakota.
It really is.
Me and Dakota are like that though. We have our own language and isms.
Jim's living his life being BFFs with my grandparents at the retirement community. He's got all of his little retirement friends. That's where
Well,
just where Jim's heart
maybe
is.
you should get a condo there.
Maybe we should. Maybe that would give us peace in our lives. He has his own little retirement community that he could
is it like
go.
Shady Pines?
Pretty much like
Okay.
bougie Shady Pines.
I'm moving too.
You're like, sign me up. They have activities. I'm cool with that.
No, we have to have Sarah.
Yeah,
remember, we're all going to be at the same retirement home.
Yeah, we have to get our plan. Our plan is we're going to get that mysterious we're going to get like a mysterious Victorian house on an island like the ants in Practical Magic. And I'm going to
well, I want to be Dorothy.
You can be. You could be Dorothy. I'm going to be like Blanche.
Or I love
Sophia.
Dorothy's mom, Sophia. Yeah, I'm more like Sophia.
So you're Sophia and I'm like Dorothy, but like gothic Dorothy with like big fluffy robes.
Sarah is Rose.
Yeah.
Precious.
She is. She's a gem. So, but if you could sum up The Crow in one sentence, how would you sum it up?
Gosh, why do you all always ask me these questions on the spot? I need more elaboration of what kind of words you're wanting, Cassandra.
Okay, do you want me to go first?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, just your feelings on it, like how you feel about it in a sentence. Or it could be multiple sentences.
Yeah, I have a lot of feelings about it. I'm still mad at you for making me watch this movie.
Sorry, you can kill me later.
It just it brought up a lot of emotions that I am not wanting to feel, but it's to be expected. The holidays are really hard for me, especially like about my dad. The last time I saw him alive was on Christmas. And then and it was a great Christmas. It was a great Christmas. And literally, couple weeks, week and a half later, he was gone. And it was just a very shitty way to start out
the new year,
2017. And I don't know. And I also find it, they say time heals, and it does to an extent. But I feel as the longer the time goes on that my dad has not been on this earth,
the more unhealed you feel.
It's just even harder because it's so hard to grasp. How has it been coming up on 9 years since I lost my dad? Like, how is that even possible? Because still, there are times where it feels like it just happened, but it's been almost 9 years, and there's also just been so much in my life that has happened in those 9 years. And I've just done some really cool shit this year. I have, and I wish I could call my dad and tell him about it and ask him. I don't know. It's just, you kind of get it. Your parents aren't, you could call your parents for the parent advice. And you can.
Yeah.
And when you have talk parents, it's even harder because you crave and want that. But even, I don't know, I had more stability with my dad, but you still wish you could call them for, what the fuck do I do with my life, bruh? Like, what? Like, okay, I didn't want to hear you when I was 18, but like, I'm 34 and I need to hear you. And I
need you now.
Tell me what to do. Give me step-by-step directions. I will listen and draw some pictures. but I will do it. And just not being able to do that and just having to, like, I don't know. It's kind of hard. Actually, it's not kind of hard. It is fucking hard.
It's very fucking hard. And I think for me, I feel the same way because, like, my grandfather, my great grandfather was my dad. He was that person for me. And he died on Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving is always a hard time for me because it was like he died on Thanksgiving. Everybody was here. And then the holidays just fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like, okay, get over it now.
Yeah, I think that adds an extra layer to it. I mean, my dad, you know, he died 9 days after New Year's Day or whatever, New Year's Eve. But the New Year's has always been kind of hard because my second oldest sister's dad, he died. But I don't know, the New Year's supposed to bring like happiness and hope and opportunity
But it
and
does.
new beginnings. Never's like that. Never is like that.
And I think for me, like, my grandfather died on Thanksgiving. My grandmother died 2 days after the New Year. So, like, Christmas was one of the last times I had with her. And then my uncle died on New Year's Eve. And we didn't find out until almost midnight, New Year's Eve. And he had been gone most of the day. And for us, the Sanderson side, and by the way, when I say Sanderson, I'm not talking about like Sanderson sisters. It's not spelled that way. It's Sanderson with an S-E-N. And it's a very German name. I'm very German on one side and denying my Hispanic heritage on the other side. But that was just my dad. Shots fired. Sorry, guys. But
we're firing all the shots tonight.
Yeah, we're firing all the shots. That was very white of me. But the German, like in German culture, New Year's Day, like you're supposed to have like a big celebration. You're supposed to have like the New Year's Day pretzel. You're supposed to pull it. The person who gets the biggest chunk is supposed to get more prosperity in the new year. You're supposed to take it always used to freak me the fuck out, but you're supposed to take a bite of black eyed peas for good luck. And it would freak me the fuck out because black eyed peas are slimy. Like we'd have sauerkraut balls, all that. But like we stopped doing that for so many years because my uncle was gone. We've started doing more of it to give Brayden it, but it is hard. And for me, like it's the reverse. You're saying your dad was more of your stability. My mom is more of my stability, but it's also hard because my mom has medical issues. And there are some times where my mom is able to talk to me one-on-one like a mother and daughter should. There are other times where my mom is struggling to have a conversation with me because she can't. And it's a very hard thing as an older daughter to see that. And especially, I'm the only one in our family that has a child. My sister does not have, she has a significant other, but I think it's so hard. And I think holidays are just hard in general. But then when you add grief to it, it is just a harder level. In a weird way, though, going through all of this with Brayden and then doing this month has healed me in a way that I don't think I needed. I understood I needed.
Yeah.
Like it's helped me let out some of the grief I think I was holding on to that I don't talk about.
Yeah.
And it's made me kind of carry my uncle and my grandparents in my heart a little more.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, it was going to happen at some point in this episode. But like, just going through certain traditions this year with Brayden and talking about things with him, and even with him being in the hospital and talking with stories with him about it. Like, I've just taken more of an opportunity to talk to him about these things because I just want him to know that if these people were here, that they would love and cherish him. And I think it is hard because I think there's a lot of times where I'm doing all these really cool fucking things and I just want to be like, here, look, I'm doing these things, you know. I did it. I made it. I'm not the screw up that everyone thought I was going to be. Like, you believed in me. I'm here now. And I think it's hard not having that, but I think the way that we do hold on to that is by loving them and never stop loving them, never stop holding them near to our hearts and never forgetting them. I think doing this project, keeping it going on for the next year and the year after and every year that we have Horrorcraft is a great thing because they get to live on through us. But it doesn't take away it being hard, and it is hard. So The Crow is just an expression of that. It is a film that I think I can put on and I can feel the love and I can feel the sadness in such a profound way. It helps me understand. And I hope that anybody who is associated with that film that's living to this day knows how much that means to so many people and what that's the reason why. But to wrap up Dios dos los Muertos, we're going to go ahead and talk about the people that we're attributing this to. So, to this month, we dedicate all of the episodes that we did to Rick, to Susan, to Michael, to my grandfather, Mont, to my grandmother, Magaline, my aunts, my Aunt Jan, my Aunt Joanne, all of them. Braden's grandma, Denise, Julie, my uncle's fiance, everybody that we've lost and that we've loved. My uncle Larry, who tragically passed last year, that I didn't get to know as well. We love you all. We dedicate this to you. And we hope that anybody who is listening to this understands that you are loved, that it is okay to feel lost in the midst of grief, and that our DMs are always open.
Yes.
And if you feel so compelled to drop a comment and talk about somebody that you love and leave a memory behind on this episode, please do. We would love to hear it. We would love to hear what you have going on in your life and the people that you've lost. We would love to dedicate it to you. So please put it on there. And some of them we might end up reading on a later episode and talking about it. So, but thank you so much. And I just want to say too, I never come on and talk about the things that I'm going through, not because I don't think they're worth talking about. I think I just want to push through them, push over them. But the amount of love and support that people have sent me, especially people that we've met through doing this, and everything that Braden was going through, truly meant a lot. Because I don't think a lot of times about the people that we're touching by doing these things. And to have that reflected back and to know that there were a lot of people supporting and sending love just meant a lot, because I don't necessarily think that I have a lot of support. And I learned very quickly through all of this that I do. So I just want to thank every single person that checked on us, that continued to check on us, that sent love, that just, checked in, just kept up with me. I really appreciate you. And we see you. And thank you for being part of our community and part of the backbone that we have, because it truly means a lot. So, is there anything you'd like to add, Kylee?
Um, I think you covered it all. You know, I've lost kind of a lot of people have it. You know, my parents, my sister Esther. I'm
Yes.
sorry, guys. I'm getting a cold chest thing.
Yeah, I forgot to mention your sister Esther. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Um, my one of my best friends, who was like a mother to me, Jamie. Um, you know, Dakota's friend Patrick, his brother. Just I've met a lot of really incredible people in active addiction, surprisingly, and in mostly in recovery. And I had it was Zane's uncle, Dustin's brother, told me after my dad died, and it's always stuck with me. And he said, God picks the prettiest flowers. And I truly believe that, and it really fucking sucks. But I definitely think like Brandon Lee was definitely he was one of those people. Um, my parents weren't always the prettiest for flowers. They probably don't think I was always the prettiest flower because I sure wasn't. But
You're one of the prettiest flowers in my garden. The horrorcraft
okay.
the horrorcraft garden.
I mean, they did, but I wasn't always very But yeah, this is a good movie. If I could recommend anything to anybody dealing and battling with grief, especially during the holidays, celebrate your family members. Do the traditions you did with them. Create new ones. Listen to their favorite music. Wear their favorite stuff. Watch their favorite movies.
And if you have kids, get ornaments that represent that person, because I know for us, I have a Stitch Elvis ornament for my grandmother. We have an actual Elvis ornament. I have ornaments on my tree that represent my aunts. I have one that represents my grandfather, Mont, and I have ones for my uncle and for Julie and for Denise, my son's grandmother. And we even have one for our cat Buckeye that passed away. And we decorated the Creepmas tree this year, and we're planning on leaving them up all year round. We're just going to be that family. We have a black Christmas tree. It's super pink. It's super pink and black. It's girly and gothy and everything in between. And we are going to leave it up all year. But I would definitely recommend, because they will remember that.
And the stuff helps. It truly does. Even if you don't think it is, and you may break down, crash out crying in the middle of doing some of these things, but I promise you, it does get better. It's not always better, but it does get better. And it's what they would want you to do.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. And again, like, we are just people at the end of the day, even though we are reaching people in different corners of the world as we're learning.
Yeah, like that
Um,
just still blows my fucking mind because like I'm just a girl. I'm just a person. Like,
yeah. But our DMs are always open, and truly, if we could
yes.
ever help somebody through a period of time in their life, or if we could ever offer any advice or just be there for somebody, hold space for somebody, we will truly do that. We are those people. Like, we really try to practice. Kylie and I both can testify for each other. We really try to practice what we preach.
Yeah, I don't know how any other way to be.
Yeah, I don't either. I just get
I can't
involved
do
in
it.
side quests all the time with people and different things, and it's fine.
Yeah.
So, um I feel like it's that part of me that, even though sometimes I'm like, why? And it comes back to bite me in the ass, it is the part of me that my uncle has instilled in me the most. And it's just his spirit that I try to keep alive through that. So, if you could recommend one movie based off of either it's your sister, your dad, one movie that somebody could go watch this time of year for one of your loved ones, what would it be? Doesn't even have to be a horror movie.
Now you're gonna make me cry. Jack Frost. The one with Michael Keaton. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'm gonna leave that.
Yeah. Elf for the holidays, because that was one of the last movies I really remember watching with Braden's grandma. The Tom and Jerry movie, the new one too, was one of the last ones, but like she passed away in November, but yeah, and my uncle and I had watched it before, loved it. I will say Polar Express is mine too. I always think about people I love when I watch Polar Express. I cry every time that Josh Groban song comes on, Believe. I fucking bawl my eyes out, man. I'm not, my child is constantly looking over at me like, why are you crying? Like, we just saw the Wicked movie, Wicked Part 2, after the holidays, and he looked over multiple times in the movie. He's like, Mom, why are you always crying? Because it's good. Yeah. He was like, Mom, it's embarrassing. So he wouldn't have it any other way, though. But Jack Frost. Not the horror version, Michael Keaton version.
Not the horror. Yeah, Michael Keaton version.
Michael Keaton. So, Black Christmas is another one. My uncle is the one that got me to watch Black Christmas. So, which is surprising because I don't associate that movie with him at all, but it's a very interesting memory. And for me, Krampus reminds me of my Omi, because the Omi in the movie is very much my Omi. My Omi would like try to slay Krampus when it came to her grandkids. Like, she might have been a lot of things. She was a great mom, according to my grandfather, and I did see that part of that, but like, she was top tier when it came to her grandkids, and she would literally like stab that motherfucker over us. So yeah, those are good suggestions. But watch The Crow. It's on MGM Plus. It also routinely goes on sale. They currently have a steelbook option if you're a collector right now, and it's a good time to collect physical media because fuck this Warner Brother Netflix merger.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling with things. So this is a great time to start collecting physical media. So you're looking for great Christmas presents for people, especially horror people. Get some physical media for your horror friends. I just did a haul that should be coming out on my TikTok this upcoming week on VHS tapes that I got, but I'm going back to VHS tapes, man. So I also got In Dreams on VHS.
That's fucking cool.
It was an incredible experience on VHS. I'm just gonna say, and Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. That movie is top tier. So we are switching full gear into Creepmas mode. So next episode will be in full Creepmas regalia. We will be talking about 2 particular holiday movies this season because our holiday season is a little bit short this year due to everything going on. But that we will also be doing a brief 2025 recap. So have any suggestions for any of those or want to connect with, please DM us. Our DMs are always open. And until next time, it's me, Cass, and
Kylee.
And we are the Horrorcraft Podcast. And if you want to cop that shirt that Kylee is currently wearing, you can
go. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Got that too.
Yep. If you want to cop the merch, click the link down below and go to our spread shop.
Go get it.
We will have new designs in the new year. So
go get it right now.
Yep, do it. So until next time, we're the Horrorcraft Podcast, and we're saying bye.
Bye.
And we'll see you in Creepmas. Bye.
Bye.